Alright, what's up everybody, it's me, your boy Jackson, and yeah, I'm back again with another video, and first off, I do want to say I apologize for this week's video not being uploaded at 4:20 p.m. on Wednesday. I apologize everybody, it's 7:50 at night right now, and I'm currently waiting on the plug to respond, so hopefully in the next section, after the intro, I'll be fucked up and ready to record. But yeah, so today sucked ass because I was sober almost the entire day. Dead ass. Like, I was still fucked up off the DXM when I woke up because I took a shit ton of DXM. I did 300 milligrams last night, and I had a great time. Time was distorted. It was great. I'll probably tell a story about that. But yeah, anyway, so I haven't even fully decided what the video I'm going to tell yet is. I'm going to wait until I smack the yard, and then the yard will tell me. But yeah, see you guys in the next section. Anyway, before I forget, go tap in with my homie Pluh and go tap in with Crollo. Crollo's music will probably be in the description. And yeah, it'll be in the intro because he just released a new album, Red October, and it's pretty fucking fire. I was there for when some of the songs got recorded, and yeah, I understand a lot of the things that he talks about in them. So yeah, anyway, without any further ado, let's get straight into the video.
They keep talking about me, I done did the unthinkable. I was dope in high school, I was tatted with the principal. Bitch, I'm like Houdini, major trick, I went invisible. He done where he hurt, his condition, that was critical. Set up by a hole, now label that's criminal. Set up by a hole, man, that shit was so pitiful. Bitch, the comment Ethan, cause I'm talking on the digital.
What is up, everybody? Hey, I'm fried. I'm fried as fuck. Oh my god, when you go a day without smoking and then you smoke and take a Xanax, potentially, maybe. Yeah, I took a Xanax. Yeah, I just popped a Xan like an hour ago, and I also hit the cart probably 8 times. I got a brand new Mad Labs cart, and it's fucking fire. Like, I'll take a rip right now. It's right next to me. Hold on. Oh my god, shit, that shit was fucking fire. Oh my god. And I got some Xanax. I got some buses. But unfortunately, I was supposed to get a tab of acid, but the plug lost it. Like, the plug straight up told me, he's like, I throw an extra Xan in there, twin, because I lost that shit. I was like, alright, bet. And another Xan, I mean, like, yeah, I'll take it. And he's going to give me a discount on the acid in the future. Like, it'll be 10 instead of 15, which works for me. So, yeah, that's just fire. Anyway, yeah, I'm feeling great. And, yeah, so let's just dive right into the story. This is going to be, like, coinciding with my running away from home stories. It's going to go with those. So if you haven't seen that series, I recommend watching that before you watch this. But, yeah, anyway, so I tried to decide what story I was going to make today. And since I didn't smoke and didn't get fried and didn't get in like a creative state, I really didn't brainstorm any ideas. I kind of just wasted time. But yeah, so anyway, yeah. Anyway, sorry, I still don't have a door, and yeah, so I keep thinking I'm hearing like noises outside and shit. Yeah, back to the story. Sorry about that. It takes place after like probably part 1 or part 2. I forget which part it is specifically, but yeah, this takes place right after I hid the stash, like in the woods. Like this is gonna play a role later in the video. But, so, yeah, this takes place in early July. This was right before I had picked up smoking again. This was after 4th of July, so, yeah, on 4th of July is probably going to be the next story I tell because it's a really good-ass story. I drank so much alcohol and popped a couple morphine pills, and, yeah, that'll probably be a future video. So, yeah, leave a like and let me know down below what you want me to do. Back to the video. Okay, sorry for getting off topic. Anyway, so, right after 4th of July, probably the week after, to my homeboy, and I was like, yo, do you know anybody that could get me, like, Molly? And he was like, I might know somebody. I was like, all right, bet. I was hoping you would, because this is the guy that allowed me to get acid for the first time. Like, the guy I was just about to buy acid from like a minute ago. Hold shit, that was like 2 hours ago. Anyway, so yeah, I'd known that guy for a while, but yeah, this homeboy I'd known this homeboy for a long time, and he's actually who introduced me to acid. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, so he didn't want his name to be said because he actually has cares about his future. Like, he's actually kind of quitting all this shit. Like, he's slowing down, not doing it as much. Which, you know, like, some people would look at it and say, like, that's a good thing. So, yeah, props to him. Yeah, he's probably watching this video, so shout out him for real. Anyway, so after I texted him and, like, he had gone up and he, like, tried to find some Molly, like, he texted me probably about, like, 3 days later, and he was like, yo, I found somebody on Telegram. And I was like, I've never bought from anybody on Telegram. I was like, do they, like, pull up? And he's like, no, they ship it. I was like, yeah, that's even more sketch. Like, we're just fronting this guy money. And he's like, dude, it'll be fine. I order from plugs all the time and they ship it. That's how people order on the fucking, like, deep web and shit. I was like, I know. But I was still skeptical as fuck. So I'm not going to, like, say what I was going to do with this Molly. For one, that would be awful. And two, it wouldn't be respectful to my current situation right now. So, yeah, anyway, I'm not going to mention what I was going to do with this Molly. But Yeah, we all know what Molly is, right? Okay, so yeah, I was trying to get this Molly, and this plug starts like throwing this my homeboy a deal. Like he's low key like saying like chopping it up with him, saying like he'll give him fucking for $100. He'll do 3 MDMA pills, gram of ketamine, and like 5 tabs. It was like 10 tabs of acid. He was saying he's gonna throw us a major deal if we just gave him like $100. And I was like, this seems fishy. And he's like, no, dude, it's legit. I'm telling you. And I was like, all right, whatever. And so we had planned it right for like 3 days ahead. Like find a spot to meet up in person like at night and exchange the money because he couldn't come to my job while I was working like because he could like walk there. We were fucking like near my job where we met up, but he could have walked there while I was like on break or some shit and I could have given him the money, but we were too dumb to think of that. Anyway, so right, we make the decision. We're like, all right, we're gonna meet up at the fucking in front of like this one high school that's like near us, and we met up across the street from a high school in like a fucking ice cream place parking lot. Most of you that know me and know where I'm talking about know exactly where I'm talking about. But yeah, so basically everything like gets sent. Like I says that as soon as he receives the payment, he'll ship our order, and he showed us like everything all packaged up and everything. And I was like, all right, maybe this is legit. And so we decided we're gonna meet up like on like a fucking Sunday night. We deadass decided like Sunday night. And I was like, you better not chicken out, bro, because I'm deadass going to bike all the way from my house to the fucking place. And he's like, you better not chicken out either, bro. I got to walk like an hour and a half. I was like, bro, I got to bike an hour and a half. I'm covering more distance. I'm going fucking like 7 or 8 miles. And I was like, you're only going like 3. And he's like, all right, it's fine. I was like, I'm not going to pussy out, so you better not either. And I was like, low key, I'm going to pop a Ritalin. And he's like, all right. And I didn't pop a Ritalin. I just drank 2 energy drinks. But Ritalins don't really do it for me. Adderall's where it's at now. I got a couple stories on Adderall, guys. I don't think y'all are ready for it. Anyway, so yeah, I get everything ready. My parents are taking a long ass time. They're taking their sweet ass time to go to bed, bro. Like dead ass. They were in their room like talking to each other for like 30 minutes, and then they finally turned the light off. So they turned the light off, and then I finally sneak out, and I go and I grab my bike, and I grab my fucking like iPod that has fucking TV shows on it, which I've mentioned in videos before, because I got my phone taken. Like I've had my phone taken more than I've actually had it for like a longer span, like since I've got it, bro. Like this shit's actually annoying. So I get out with everything, and I go up there and I grab my bike, and I grab everything, and I start pedaling for it, dude. Like I take off. I start making my way down, and I was just fucking like listening to the TV show play because they're 40 minutes long. So I was trying to like help that keep track of time. Like I looked at the time before I left, and I was low-key getting nervous because I thought I might run out of time, and he might make it there before I did, and he might like not want to stay around. But yeah, so everything's fine. Like I get out there and I start biking, and I'm biking like pretty far. Like I'm biked farther than like I've ever gone on bike before. And low key, like I started getting nervous around this point, and I was like, I'm gonna turn back. I was sober at this point too. Like mind you, this is like me sober. So yeah, this is like awful. Anyway, so I get starting like closer to like the downtown part of my city, and I saw this random crackhead that was walking by, and I literally deadass like took my bike off the handlebar. Or took my hand off the handlebar, and I like held my hand up at this homeless guy, and I was like, yo, what's up, Terry? And this motherfucker dead ass way back. Like, to mind you, I just call every homeless person I see that's like old. I call them either like old folk or like some like dumb shit. Like, I don't know. And also, like, I was on a bike, so I could have outran him. But I don't know why I did that shit. I just thought it was funny. But anyway, so yeah, I probably biked for like an hour and a half at this point, and I was coming up the hill, encroaching on like the fucking ice cream place that I was gonna meet up at, and so I'm coming up the hill, and I still don't see my homie, so I go and I park my bike behind the bushes, like at this ice cream place, and that way like it's out of view from the road. And I like start walking on the sidewalk. Like I start playing music, and I was like, I had my Nick stick on me. That was it. Like all I had a fucking vape on me, and it was like reaching like 0. It was dead ass like on like 30%. It was a fucking like this Geek Bar that was fucking ass. This flavor was fucking garbage. But yeah. Anyway, so I immediately like start walking down like towards my work, towards like where my homie's coming from. And finally, like, I deadass, like, spot him on the other side of the road. It's like a fucking 4-lane road in front of this high school. And I see him, and he doesn't see me yet. So, like, I start running towards him, bro. And I had a shiesty on. I forgot to mention that. I always wear a shiesty whenever I sneak out and bike. That way, like, if I see somebody I know, they don't know my identity. But, yeah, anyway. Because I saw my neighbor one time when I was sneaking out. Like, she was coming up the fucking, like the road. And she fucking saw me, and she saw my entire face and knew it was me. And she was chill about it. But anyway, that's why I wear a fucking shiesty. Anyway, so I forgot that I had the shiesty on, so I ran up to him masked up in a shiesty, and he deadass like freaked the fuck out. Like he fucking threw his hands up in his air, and he like deadass like he freaked the fuck out. And I was like, yo, what's up? And he's like, yo. And he's like, you scared the shit out of me. I was like, all right, my bad. And so I start walking with him. We start walking towards the place, and I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna go walk somewhere." And he's like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna go walk. And if you want to like get some shit, we can go walk and we can go pick up my stash. It's behind like the boxing place." And he's like, "All right, I'm down." I was like, "Yeah, I'll give you some shit out of there if you want." He's like, "All right, bet." And he had this other Nick on him. He had this Raz, and this was like a really, really good Raz. I don't remember what flavor it was, but it was fucking full. And he like asked me because I pulled my Nick out, and he was hitting it, and I was hitting his, and he was like, "Yo, you just want to switch and like swap because like I'm trying to quit Nick, and this one's like on low percentage. That one's like full." I was like, "Yeah, I'm down." And I was like, "Bet." I just thought he didn't like the flavor, and I didn't like the flavor on that one, so I was like, win-win. And so walking together towards the fucking like Muay Thai and like boxing gym place, and like on the way we're just like talking to each other and we're like ripping our nicks and shit, and we're both sweaty as fuck. Like I'm like sweating fucking balls. Like, and I left my bike behind the ice cream place, which like back up the hill. So we start walking away from the place, and now I got to come back and get my bike later in the video. But yeah, so we start walking, and we go by this gas station, and we just go in there, and I was like, "All right, let's get some drinks." And I buy us 2 like Dasani waters and shit. And because he just gave me a fucking brand new Nick stick, so like yeah, I mean, obviously I'm gonna give him that shit. And so we get some water, and we go and we sit out on the curb and we just drink a little bit of water, and we're talking, we're hitting our nicks, and we like stand back up and we start trekking back to the fucking like Muay Thai gym. And this is probably like fucking 3 miles away from like, it's probably 3 miles away from the fucking ice cream place. So, and we passed right by the road that I had come down to like get there anyway, so I should have just brought my bike with me. But so we're walking, and we get into the parking lot, and my homie goes, "Yo, my ex-girlfriend's dad owns this gym." And I had known this ex-girlfriend because I went to Ace with them while they were dating. I went to Ace with both of them, and they were like some of my first friends there. And so yeah, one of the girls is actually like one of my Instagram pictures. Yeah, I was friends with her. She's chill as hell, but yeah, it was actually like his ex, and I was like, "No way, like her dad owns this place," because I had been there like whenever I had fucking like ran away from home. And he was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Deadass, that's cool." And he's like, "All right, but if he sees me on the cameras, like we're fucked," because there were fucking like 5 cameras that were pointed at us. So yeah, well, we had to be slick with it. And we start walking around the back, and we go and we start looking around in the woods like behind the place, and eventually like we had our flashlights aimed on it, everything, and eventually we finally found it. And I don't even bust the bag open yet. I just put it back in my like pocket, and we start having like a deep conversation with each other. I'm not gonna go into like what we talked about, but we talked about like doing shrooms and doing acid and shit, and like we're excited to do acid because we haven't done it in a while, and we just want to like expand our minds and shit, like the psychonaut type shit. And yeah, so we were just talking about that, and he was talking about like a relationship and like a girl he was fucking with that I also like kind of liked at one point, and like now she's a lesbian, and he was like tore up over that. And now he doesn't give a fuck, and neither do I. I haven't even talked to that girl in like fucking like 5 months. But yeah, anyway, so sorry to get off topic. I am actually barred the fuck out right now, bro. It's like 9 o'clock, and I keep like fucking laying down in my bed, like on my back, listening to music instead of recording. But anyway, so I'm just gonna bust this video out real quick. Holy fuck, what did I just say? Anyway, okay, so yeah. We get back from like we start like walking back all the way back up the hill to where my fucking bike is at the ice cream place. And I was like, damn, I should have just brought my bike with me. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah. Anyway, so we finished having our conversation. We get back to the ice cream place, like probably an hour had passed because we walked faster this time. And we got back, and we sit down on the curb behind the ice cream place where there's no cameras, and it's like in the shade because there was a fucking Cherokee Marshal's office like fucking right next door to the place, so they couldn't even see us. But they like if they did, they would have fucking like came at us because the ice cream place was closed. And yeah, so I'm like divvying up like the shit inside, and like I was like, "Yo, you want a Xan?" He's like, "Yeah, I'll take one." And he was gonna give me like one of his mom's Klonopins, like whenever like I met up with him next, like whenever we were gonna meet up whenever I got the Molly and shit, and he was gonna give me a Klonopin. And I haven't even gotten a chance to try those. I am soon though, because I know somebody that has them. And yeah, so basically, I give him like 4 of those like 0.5 milligram Xanaxes, or those like the same amount that I did in like my Xanax to the Strawberry Patch video, where I took like 4.5 milligrams, like to equal a bar. And I gave him like that many, and I gave him 1 morphine pill. I gave him 1 hydro. Because I had fucking 10 morphines, like I had just gotten some, and they were the 30 milligram extended release. That's the highest strength they're legally allowed to fucking give you. Pretty fucking fire. But yeah, so we get done divvying up everything, and we go over like do the math and everything, like what I owe, and I gave him like $120, and he was like, all right, when we meet up, I'll give you like a Klonopin, and he's gonna give me some of the other stuff, and I gave him an Adderall too, which he really enjoyed that one, and I forgot to mention that. Yeah, I gave him 1 Adderall, and I had like 2 left, and so like pack up all our shit and everything, and I get everything back in my bag, and I like it was hitting my Nick, and I was hitting like my old Geek Bar for a second. He was showing me like the messages between him and the plug and like all the product and everything, and so it looked legit, and I was like, all right, bet. So we decided like, all right, this should be legit, and I was like, yo, I'll see you like in a few weeks whenever it comes, and he's like, all right, bet. And I was like, you just want to be at my job, and he's like, yeah, that might probably be easier, and I was like, all right, bet. And I'd actually planned, I was like, yo, I'm going to get a trap phone in like a week, so I'll just Uber like to your house and we can do the ketamine. And he was like, all right, bet, because I look you want to try ketamine. And yeah, if I ever do get an opportunity to try it, I probably will, unless I'm told not to. But yeah, anyway, so like we pack everything up after we get done showing me the Instagram messages. I dap him up and I'm like, yo, I got to get home, dude, because at this point it was fucking 2 a.m. Like we had spent so much fucking, it was actually like probably like 3, it was probably like 3 a.m. And he was like, yo, I also got to get home too. And I was like, my parents don't know where I'm at. And I was like, yeah, mine don't even know I left. And so, yeah, we get done with that. And I dap him up and I start biking home. And yeah, it was fucking awful bike home. Like, I did pop a Xan on the way home. Like, low key, that's probably why it was so bad. But I wanted to get high so bad. I was fiending. And that bar felt so good. Like, the bar's worth. And yeah, so I'm biking home. And it takes me probably like even longer to get back home. Like, I get back to the crib at like fucking 4:50 in the morning, and I sneak back in through the window, and it's Monday morning, and thank God it's summer, and I fucking get up, and it's like Monday morning, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I had maybe like 3 hours of sleep, and I was fine off that, and everything goes fine. I heard from Billy, I told him that I'd gotten home safe, and he was like, all right, bet. And he told me, he's like, I popped that Adderall, and I was like, I really liked it. And he was like, do you have any more? And I was like, no, but I can get you some. Like, they're pretty easy for me to get. And he's like, all right, bet. And I was like, all right, let me know. I'll let you know when I get some. And he was like, all right, that works for me. And I didn't think anything of it. Like, I didn't wait till I didn't ask about like the plug or anything. And I thought everything was fine. And so 3 days goes by, and I'm like, yo, you heard anything from the plug? And I was like, bro, he like stopped responding after a while. He said he was going to ship our package. And then I asked for tracking information, and he was like, all right. And then he like said he was actually going to ship it. And then he finally told me that he blocked him. So we had this guy's phone number. So me and my homie like were pissed. Like, and I involved my other homie, the one that helped me run away. And I was like, yo, help me find these motherfuckers, because he has like all this experience in doing all this shit. Like he dead ass is like a real one. Like, he is like a real like motherfucker, like dead ass. He like taught me how to like track people down over the internet from like their phone numbers and all this shit. And like we fucking find out exactly where this guy lives in fucking Virginia. We find his home address. And my homie's like, yo, I don't know if you remember this, but I got in trouble a few months back, and I actually have a warrant out for my arrest in Virginia. And I was like, all right. And he's like, yeah, we can't go there. And I was like, oh, damn. And I was like, well, if he's using a VPN, then that's not even his home address. But he's like, well, no, we found his fucking name. So we used like white pages and everything. Like we used a whole bunch of other shit. Like, he showed me like all these weird websites and all this shit, and like these backlogs. He was just showing me like all this public access data like that you can just fucking look at for free. And yeah, that was pretty fucking cool. Anyway, props to him for knowing all this shit. And like, I was pretty pissed at this point because I didn't get any of the stuff I was gonna get. And my other homie, like, I haven't spoken to him like since this happened. Like, me and him low key like stopped talking and being friends after this, because like it low key like it low key ruined our friendship, because like we were both sad about it, and we were like, damn, like both of us lost our money because we both pulled our money together, like lost out and shit. So like we haven't really like talked much after this shit happened. Like, we low key fell off, bro. And I feel bad because like it's neither of our faults. It's the motherfucker that scammed us. But like, anyway, so there is a moral to the story, but it's not a good moral by any means. You know, like, the moral of the story: don't trust Telegram plugs that ship your shit. Just get the plug to pull up on you. So, not a great moral, but a moral nevertheless. So yeah, hope you guys have a great day. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this like bar. Like, I feel really, really good right now. So yeah, I'll see you guys next week. I hope this is uploaded by like tonight. So yeah, see you guys next week.